Welcome to the GameChanger 00100 show. I'm your host, GameChanger. All right. So I seen Bernard's advertisement for the whole soft girl movement or whatever, but I didn't get a chance to watch the show. Well, I skimmed through it, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. What I did see later was One Master Teacher's show, where he talked about he talked about the soft girl movement, and there was a woman there that said what it is. Now, I never heard of the soft girl movement. Everybody knows who knows me. Hit the like button, by the way. All those who know me know that years ago, I talked about the whole level 2 BFF. And basically, this is going to be the new wave of women who are looking to deceive men out of resources. And resources including time. There's going to be a new wave where they're not just openly ratchet, that they're going to come with a feminine appearance, but they still have the same agenda that the ratchet woman has. That is going to be a thing. And apparently, this soft girl movement is something like that. Now, everybody knows that all of this stuff, it's always fluid. It's never truly defined. Only so it's just defined enough to where if you challenge what it is, they can change the definition. Kind of like game. You challenge the notion or you challenge something about it, an aspect of it, and then they say that's not what game is. It's actually this, and then it's redefined. People do that with a lot of stuff. Same thing with soft girl. I don't know, soft girl movement. Now, I'm going to show a couple of clips, and then I'm going to tell you what this means for Black men. I was going to do a pre-record, and then I was like, okay, I'll do a regular video. And then I looked, I was like, I don't want to be here at 8 o'clock doing a regular video. So I just did it now, forget, because you're supposed to wait like 2 hours to give YouTube time to send notifications out. But I'm not going to do that. If people show, they show. If not, they'll catch the replay. All right. So now, before we get into this chick, now there's a reason that I picked her. And that is basically because she's reasonably within the effable range. Vulcans, thanks a lot. Thanks for the early one. Appreciate you. It says, greeting GC in chat. Thanks a lot, brother. Appreciate you. All right. So let's take a look at this chick. By the way, nice breasts. I have to give that to her. Her lips, they're plump, but they're not as full as I like. But I do like what she's done to her hair, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So all in all, decent, definitely effable. All right.
Girl, era.
Oh, let me make sure I hit the volume button. All right. Fair use.
And I've been enjoying this soft girl era that I'm going through. I've never been able to be a soft girl. I'm so
Okay. Stopping right there. She has never been able to be a soft girl. That is not true. What's actually going on is she was always able to be a soft girl. She just wasn't willing to be a soft girl. I repeat, she was always able to be a soft girl. Even when she was an actual girl, she was able to be a soft girl. She was able to be, by this current definition, non-combative. She didn't have to be aggressive. If you just find soft girl as a passive girl, you always had that option. Granted, in the hood, and she very likely is a chick that grew up in the hood. Extremely likely is a chick that grew up in the hood. Soft girls are preyed upon. So I will give her that. You do have to have like a rough edge, or else the other big bohemian chick will mush your face in, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I do get that. Somebody said, how long will the soft girl era last? I'll get into that. But the short answer is forever. It's never going to go away, but it's going to fade in popularity for a number of reasons, and I'll explain why.
And now I'm just like, and then when I lower my voice and I need to be taken seriously and handled delicately, and I just look and I'm like, baby, look, I'm not okay. I need this. I need you. I get whatever the fuck I want. Who told me to be aggressive?
Okay, and that's that. So basically, this does appear to be, according to how she's displaying it, a new type of manipulation. And all the tools in a woman's belt of manipulation, she has found a new tool for manipulation. It's a means to an end. It's I am going to get whatever I want. Now, I don't want to say that she's slow because well, it's not entirely because of being slow. It's largely okay. Here's what I mean by this. Here's what I mean. Other women, other cultures of women learn this at a very, 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 very young age. At a very, 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 very young age. They learn it at an extremely young age. Daddy, do you mind if I watch some cartoons? I know that my bedtime, but I really want to see this. Daddy, please, please, can I watch some cartoons? Daddy, can I have an extra cookie for dessert? I know you said I only get two, but I really really want it. I want it. Can I please have an extra cookie? They learn it at that stage in life. You are like 30 and you're just figuring it out. So I mean for all of those guys out there, all you brothers who are concerned that oh they're going to get more manipulative, they're not it, they are so far behind. They are basically like white girl 4-year old level of manipulation. They just figured out they just figured out soft voice. They just figured out soft voice. They just figured out soft voice. Do you know how bad you are on the femininity scale? Okay, so say you want to be a doctor. Say you want to be a no, let's just say you want to be a neurologist or a brain surgeon. Actually, screw that. Say you want to be a brain surgeon. It would be the equivalent of just figuring out that the brain is in the head. Like right now, that is how far you are from becoming a brain surgeon. Say you want to be like a web developer or something, and then you just figured out that the web is on. You're like, ooh, the internet is on computers now. That is you. That is how far you are on your journey. This chick is extremely far on her journey. For now, get this. Get this. Oh, by the way, she's not as far as you would think. She is not as far as you would think because she got some of the more advanced stuff down. She got the advanced stuff down. Look at her body. She definitely have been listening.
Finished my workout like.
She's definitely
Get up there. There you
yeah.
go.
Oh, she got that. She got the body part right. So it's weird because she got the advanced stuff right. She got the advanced stuff right. It's like, but dang, you just now you just now figured
Real
out
quick
soft
and short,
voice.
because I'm about to take a shower and
All right, she hasn't figured out the bonnet, but she figured out the body, which and fellas, back me up on this. That is the primary thing. That is the primary thing. That is the ladies, listen to me and listen to me good. If fellas say he likes your personality, he's full of shit. He's lying to you. I mean, he may just as well like your personality, but I mean, he would ignore that. He would ignore that in a moment if your body is crap. Your body is the number one thing on my list of priority and most men's list of priorities. It is number one. And I'm not talking about like number one, how it's like, something else is a close second. No, I'm talking about number one as in it is like the next. Okay. Kind of like America has the number one military, and then there's the next military, which is probably like China or something. But it like pales in comparison. Like if you count our missiles and you count their missiles, it's like less than half. It's like a very, very, very far second. You know, kind of like that guy Usain Bolt or something like that. It's like he is the number one track and field person, and then number two is like way behind them. It's like number one, ridiculous. Do not think you can substitute with a soft voice or anything. Do not think you could get away with no crap like that. It is number one. So she got that part down. So salute to her for that, because that body is banging. That body is banging. And even if her face wasn't cool, her body is banging. And that is why I'm pissed off so much at fat chicks. Because guess what? A guy, and don't get me wrong, guys, stay in shape. Stay in shape. Maintain a decent shape. This is what I do. Make her question if you have a six-pack. I'm not because I don't have one. So I'm not recommending all you guys go out there and get a six-pack, because I haven't gotten one. But fellas, make her wonder. Make her at least explore. Make her at least got to get the shirt off. That's all I'm asking. At least do that. But I will tell you this. A man with a nice body is not guaranteed companionship. I repeat, a man with a nice body is not guaranteed companionship in the United States of America. However, a woman with a body like hers is guaranteed companionship in the United States of America. She is guaranteed. She could be dumb. She could have an obnoxious personality. She could take a long time to realize to be soft. She could be completely bald. She could be completely bald. Maybe like a couple months ago, right? Seen this porno with this African chick, and she looked like Wakanda. She was completely bald. Her body was banging. She was completely bald. Type her name in if you know who I'm talking about. And a white woman licked the back of her head. A white woman came out of nowhere and licked the back of her head. Can't make it up. Don't know why, but her body was banging. It don't matter. So enough on her body, because I wanted to make this a short video, but I just can't stress the importance of that. Now, there's something I wanted to point out if I could find it. God dang. If I could find it. There's something I want to show you, fellas. But it is like ridiculously hard to find. All right, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. All right, here we go. She's married. This is her husband. She's married to a brother, right? Salute to him. Your wife's body is banging. Salute to you. Salute. Oh, damn. This. All right. I didn't see the whole thing. I didn't know who she married. I didn't know that she married what? Oh, yeah, that is her name. Right here. Her name is Zawadi. So that's the name of the porn chick that's African and bald with a banging body, and she does all the freaky stuff I like. So free publicity, check her out. Yeah, that's her name. I remember it started with a Z. And now that's her husband, and he's rubbing her feet. So I'm gonna take my salute back. I was about to salute the beard. And everything, but you're a foot message dude. You are a public foot message dude. That's wow. I didn't know that. I come on, brother. She got you publicly giving a foot message. That all right. Let me watch this through. That's and he's doing it with a. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Your wife's body is banging. Your wife's body is banging, but you are on. I'll rub your feet. I'm. Hey, no judgment. No judgment. Her body is banging. So, no judgment. I'm just. Oh crap. Okay. So through all of these like body videos, she got she it seemed like she just got like two clips of homie, right? And he got popsicle sticks in his nose. Like, you know, oh, she waxing his ears. Ah, crap. Okay. All right. All right. I'm no words, no words. Hey, listen. If you are going to do stuff that'll make some fellas say stuff about you, at least be in a position to say my wife's body is better than yours. At least be in a position to say that. At least this is not a fat ass bitch from Mississippi. At least he's not doing it for that reason. Speaking of which, MGTOW Universe, salute to you, brother. It says, do you think this is an attempt to market correct for modern Black women? I will get into that. Let me write that down. And what did Jackie say? Oh, how long would an error last? All right. Okay. So, banging body. So here's what I'm getting at. She seemed to have, and this isn't a shot at the brother. She seemed to have a reasonable level of manipulation over her husband already. And that's due to the banging body. She seemed to have him like he's already doing the public foot message. And she wants more. She wants a greater, deeper level of control. She was able to get the foot rubs and the ear waxing demos and stuff like that. She was able to get that already. And now she's saying, I have found a deeper level of manipulation. I have tapped into another power. I have this guy. My body has got this guy, this level of, I have this amount of control over my husband, and I want more. I want more. So far, I am in a bathtub talking to a bunch of men like GameChanger, and my husband's not saying anything. I want more. I want deeper. I want more. Gimme more. So she just now discovered this new level of manipulation. But guess what? She didn't need it. She did not even need a deeper level of manipulation because so far so good. She got the ring and she got the foot rub from the person that gave her the ring. You know why? Because the body manipulation has already kicked in. All right, so enough on her. All right, so next one, it says, in response to the passport bros that said, well, that would be the case if she wasn't married. However, now, actually, you bring up a very good point, MGTOW Universe, because there are married women, a large amount of them, that seek general manipulation from other men. I repeat, they seek general manipulation from men other than their husband. And I'm not talking about the foot rub manipulation. I'm talking about just general manipulation. Like, hey, like say you're sitting in a seat in a movie theater and she comes up from behind and ask you, like, excuse me, you're too tall. Do you mind moving? Now, you see, actually, you bring up a good point before I move to the next trick. You actually bring up a very good point because the body is enough to keep the husband reasonably in line. He's happy, so he's going to assure that he keeps this good thing going, you know. But it's not enough to have an effect on somebody who don't have access to the body. I repeat, it's not. So that's what she's going for. So I'm gonna play the video again. Good point, MGTOW Universe. So what she's going for is she already has the body, which means that she has a lot of leverage in her marriage. But imagine you're sitting in a movie theater or a baseball game or a basketball game or a football game or something like that, right? You're sitting somewhere watching something. And a chick like this with a nice body says to you, you in the way. You mind moving your big ass head? Get out my way. To which you respond, bitch! Deal with it. Figure that shit out. I don't care if you got a nice body. That don't do nothing to me. That does nothing for me. See, it's easy to do that. So, however, if she was to say, excuse me, sir, I can't see the show. Do you mind moving to the side a little bit for me? So she just now discovered that ability. So you're right. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you fellas what I'm talking about. All right, so back to the top. Where is that video? Where's the main video where she was in the car talking? Can't find it. Yeah, she is doing videos in her panties like this, and her husband does not care because he's like, he got access to it. Salute to him. Salute to him. All right. So is this it? Nah, that's not it. All right, here we go. Okay.
Really, I've been enjoying this soft girl era that I'm going through. I've never been able to be a soft girl. I'm so like, and now I'm just like, and then when I lower my voice and I need to be taken seriously and handled delicately, and I just look and I'm like, baby, look, I'm not okay. I need this. I need you.
No. This is just her and her husband because she said
I get whatever the fuck I want.
okay. So nah, she said baby. So she's referring to her husband. She's not looking for broad manipulation. She's looking for individual manipulation. So yeah. But the body is enough, but she wants a little bit more, and I am not mad at her. If he's getting if he's getting a softer wife, then hey, like what do you do with that? Our body's out of this world. All right. So this one is light skinned. The last one was light skinned too. This one is light skinned. She still has a nice body, but this is just genetics nice body and youth nice body. This is not like killing it in the gym nice body. So we don't know what you will get out of this were you to marry this chick, However, what you will get is decent hair texture. She's a little bit round about the eyes. I like that. Let's see. A couple of bee stings. All right, like a sideways thumb up, like a thumb at a 45-degree angle. Yeah, thumb at a 45-degree angle. Salute to her. And speaking of which, salute to Sweet Melody Speaks. Thanks a lot. She says, salute GC. Hit the like button. I appreciate you. Thanks a lot. Speaking of soft voices, Melody figured that out. a long time ago. I have to thoroughly explore the body melody, but you have figured out the soft voice thing a long time ago. I don't even think you developed a hard voice. All right, let's see what she. I didn't see the whole thing.
Hi girlies, welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Alicia Gogan if you are new here, and if you are new, don't forget to subscribe because it's a good time over here. Today we're going to be talking about how to live a soft life on a budget. Now, before I get the comments being like, soft life is not about living luxury or like having money and this, that. Listen, it actually is a part of it, really and truly, but I get it. The soft life is all about stepping into your feminine energy, living a stress-free life.
Okay, once again, this is moving the definition of soft life, but I do prefer that they strive for a stress-free life. However, a lot of them means that they're putting that stress on others. They're moving that stress to me. That's what I don't appreciate. Now, she's going to say a lot of stuff, probably at around the 2-minute mark, where I don't agree with it, but there is a financial tie. Let's put it like this before we get too deep into it. There is a financial tie to it, and she is addressing that. And yes, if you have more money, there is more stress. People who say more money, more problems, never been or forgot what it was like to be broke. They forgot what it's like to be broke. And they know that is BS, or else they would just get rid of their money.
Whatever that looks like, you don't have to have a lot of money. It's not all about men.
All right, this dude. This chick is boring and not entertaining. All right. That's not her job. That's my job. It's my job to be entertained. Are you not entertained? It is my job to be entertaining. That's not her job. Her job is to give me a topic to which to use to entertain others.
I get it. Like, I have so many videos. I will pop them up here and in the comments down below.
Oh, I get what you're saying. My bad. So no, women watch her probably to be informed, but this is definitely, see, I'm be honest about her audience, about what I suspect her audience is about, her female audience, because she introduced it with hello girls, meaning that she has a primary feminine female audience. Her audience consists of less pretty light-skinned girls and dark-skinned girls that want to be light-skinned. That is her audience. Let's continue to watch.
About how to step into your feminine energy and live the soft life. And again, I wasn't talking about anything materialistic, but if we're being honest, an aspect of living the soft life is to live a nice, cute life. And of course, like, some of the things that are luxury are things that create a feeling of safety. It regulates our nervous system. It makes us feel like beautiful and relaxed, right? When you do some of these luxury things. Sometimes when women see these girls on YouTube, or like they see what the soft life looks like on social media, it's like, okay, well, I can't attain that because I ain't got money like that. So I'm gonna give you guys like a few tips on like how to live a soft life when you're on a budget, because again, like, on one hand, the soft life is about spending money, but it's not. And it is about valuing your peace and your boundaries and your energy and your time, and these things don't take.
Yeah, she is boring as hell. She is boring as hell. Fellas, don't press 1. Do this. I would like for y'all to put the number of hours you are willing to listen to her in order to fuck. And then I'll put the number of hours that I am willing to listen to her in order to fuck. Because there is Nelly put 0. There is when a chick is attractive enough, there are hours that you're willing to put in on the phone, on bullshit conversations where you're not listening, you're just responding with the uh-huh, uh-huh. You know, y'all, there is an amount of time if she's hot enough. All right, so somebody said 8:45. Dang, y'all are stingy with y'all time. Uh I would give her 7. If her hair is real, I'd give her 7 solid. I would give her 7 solid, and that's the overall talking. That's from the moment I asked for her number, which would count for the first 10 minutes, to like the talking on the dates and stuff like that. A total of 7. And that includes, like, if it's a Netflix and chill, the duration of the movie if she talked through the movie. That is the extent. I give her, well, yeah, I was gonna say 7 to 10, but you know something? I'm gonna cap it off at 7 because she's really, really, she's boring AF.
Take money to do. But of course, we're going to be talking about like the practical things that you can do to make your life just feel a little bit more like luxury, like soft life, like you're girly, you're feminine. We're women, we like good nice things, expensive or not. So let's talk about it. First, I think it's important for you to understand your energy state when buying anything in life, like when spending money. Like your relationship towards money in the first place is very important. I made a video about that, so I will link it up here. If it's posted before this, and if it's not, I'll let you know. But either way, I think it's really important that you first like heal your relationship with money and like understand, like, are you spending money out of a place of fear or scarcity or lack, or are you spending your money out of a place of love and joy and appreciation? Because I think it's really important. Like, if you are like budgeting from a place of like lack, I just feel like it's probably time for you to fix up your relationship with money a little bit.
Oh my god. And this is where I would take it down to 5 hours. This is where I would take it down to 5 hours. If you're budgeting your money from a sense of lack, no, you budget your money so you won't have to worry about being in a situation of lack later in life. You don't have to, you don't want to lack, so you budget your money. This is how she talk. Can you imagine being married to somebody like that? You should spend money from a place of freedom and happiness. What the hell? My money? My money? I spend your money from a place of freedom and happiness. And you're trying to make ends meet, so you're budgeting. You're budgeting your money. And she says, "Oh, you shouldn't be budgeting your money. You should be spending it from a place of freedom and happiness and la 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 la." Like, what the hell? You are la 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 lying with my money. What the hell? So, and fellas, some of you who've dated know that they do say stuff like this on the date. On the date. First dates do go like this. And it is a no-go. It is a no-go long term. Right now, that begins the point when I start calculating the sex benefit ratio. What is the sex benefit ratio? It's the number of times I want to fuck over the hours of that I have spent talking to your ass. If I want to fuck you 7 times, then that means, and I spend 7 hours sweet talking to you and listening to garbage like this, then that means that it is an hour per fuck. And no, I don't want to fuck her 17 times. Not after, or 14 times. Not after hearing that. If it was 14 times, it would be a good 30-minute benefit. It would be like 30-minute per fuck. Nope, I only want 7 out of your vagina. That is it. 9 if it's good. That is it. God, you're annoying.
Because I just don't think that like coming from a place of like getting the best bargain and the best deal. Broke mindset doesn't really help because I think on a subconscious level, you're creating more stress within yourself. I just want to preface this video by saying that because I'm talking about like spending money on a budget. So I think it's really important first that when you're spending money, like you want to learn how to spend money based out of like, I really love this thing and I want this thing regardless of like how much the price tag is.
Okay, now we're getting to the part that I didn't hear. This is ridiculous. Fellas, do you hear this? When you're spending money, you should just think about if you want it. What the fuck? What the hell? What the deuce? What the? How much did that cost? I don't know, but I wanted it. Oh my God. What do you do with that? And this is the one. They want you to take them out to dinner. To dinner. And that's where that mentality comes from. It comes from not having to pick up the check enough to where they're not looking at the price of stuff. They just like, oh, I want that. And you're looking at the price like, dang, like, you know how much this costs? No, I don't know how much it costs because I just looked at what it was. I just kind of looked at what something is, determined that I want it, and then I bought it. She just seems like a commercial for bad credit. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Oh, I wanted it. You shouldn't worry. That is that is the soft life. The soft life is just buying stuff without looking at how much it costs. Dang. Like when you overdraft your account, I'm wondering, do it make a buzz or something, or do like sirens go off? Because I'm pretty sure that happens to her. I'm pretty sure that happens to her. That happened to me. It wasn't a buzz. It wasn't a sirens going off or anything like that. But I got embarrassed real bad because I went to the bank to get a roll of quarters for laundry, and which is $10. And I didn't have $10 in my bank account. I was maybe like 18, and I had like 35 cents in my bank account. It's like 35 or 75. It was less than $1. It was less than $1. The bank teller was pretty like her, and she actually was nice enough to write it down. She didn't even want to say it to make it to humiliate me more by hearing it out of her soft voice. So she wrote down the amount on a piece of paper and slid it to me. I was like, this is what's in your bank account. That's what happens when you just buy shit.
I'm not looking to buy this thing just because it's the cheapest thing. Whatever it is that I'm buying, I don't look at it as like, okay, I'm gonna pick the cheapest thing because like I have no money. Because I think that it's just it's not necessarily like broke mindset, but it's just it's stressful and I don't feel good, and it doesn't feel good for me to spend that money. And I'm also choosing the crappiest thing potentially just because of the money. And then it's like, okay, then I'm not gonna buy it type thing. So I don't know. I think it's just important that you learn your energetic state towards money and spending it, and you want to just spend money out of love and not fear and scarcity. And again, I will link that video. And
you want to spend it out of love and not fear and scarcity. This is the soft life, fellas. This is the soft life.
Also, maybe potentially get my abundance mindset journal prompt if you have a lot of resistance and fear around scarcity and manifesting money and things like that, because I think it's really important that you fix that relationship before you start spending your money on things. Okay, so this is obviously for the girlies who will, maybe you don't have a lot of money yet, and you're not bringing in a lot of money, but you still want to live this soft life. I think it's really important that you set some money to the side, like every month, no matter however much money you make, and almost use it as like the soft life savings account, right? This is money that you can tap into really at whatever time, like maybe once a month, where this is like dedicated to like your devotion as like a feminine woman. So this is like going to your makeup, or this is going to, something in your home that's going to make.
Okay, this is weird. And it's weird. Hit the like button. It's weird because what she's describing is the definition of a budget. What she just described is the very definition of a budget. Like, you shouldn't be budgeting your money. You should just be spending it. But what you need to do is you need to set aside some money for this particular category of things. That's a budget. That's a budget. I tell you, and this is how I would get through the 7 hours. And it took me a long time to get here. I have left a lot of pussy on the table because, for one, and y'all know this about me, but I'm more candid with you all because I'm not trying to sleep with any of you. Shout out to the pretty women in the chat room though. But I'm not trying to sleep with you, so I could be more candid. It took me a very, 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 very long time to not say the first thing that came to my fucking mind. And that is because I was used to saying the first thing that came to my mind always, because my entire life, ever since I could talk, I had what's called comedic license. I've always been a funny person. I'm a very funny person. So I had comedic license. So I got away with saying a lot of stuff, and I kind of just like developed a way about me to where I could just say the first thing that came to my mind, and people didn't challenge it because I'm a funny motherfucker. So in dealing with women like her, I would fucking, like, in my youth, I would blast her. I would blast the shit out of, like, immediately. Like 4 minutes and 30 seconds. 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the date, I would blast the shit out of her. And not fuck. Just because you got a comedic license, that doesn't mean they gotta fuck you. So, after leaving pussy on the table, because I didn't master the art of shut the fuck up. I did not master the art of shut the fuck up until I'd say like my mid-20s. And then after that, and it was my roommate that was telling me this, because he's a stoic. So, he pulled my coattail on this. On this game, I started practicing the art of shut the fuck up, to which now I can actually deal with stuff like this for 7 hours. Look at this dude shooting a shot. He's seen some uppers. He watched her on Bernard Riley's show, and he's seen those uppers, and he was like, hey, Jackie, email me. Hit me in the emails. I'm mad at you, brother.
Make you feel like you're living more of a soft life, or a massage, or a facial, or like new hair, like anything like that. So I think it's really important. We want to have this masculine containment. We want to make sure that we're being good with our money. So we're putting some money away to the side that is going to be dedicated for this soft life bank, or whatever you want to call it. So I think it's really important to do that. Again, it's going to depend on how much money that you make that you want to put aside. I think it's very important that you do that. And that's also going to be things in which you're going to spend money on that you can't do at home or something. So the next thing is to do your nails and your toes at home. Now, as you can see, my nails, I'm loving them right now, but I did get them done at the salon. Personally, I have the money to do that. And
okay. Remember when I said that the body is the number one thing? The body, a woman's body, is the number one thing that determines her overall value to my penis. What is this nail? Somebody said no ring. She got it, just not on the right finger, because she says stuff like this. It's not her looks, but it's the body. It's the body. It's like, look at my nails. look at my nail. And I'd be wondering why these chicks, and I think it was Sweet Melody Speaks. No, it was Cole. Salute to Cole that sent me a video. No, it was J-Lock. It was J-Lock that sent me a video, and I can't play it because she was literally asked out of some just grotesquely overweight woman who just lifted her skirt. Why you send me stuff like I can't play it on my show, and nor do I want to. And it just gave me the heebies and the jeebies just watching it, J-Lock. But he sent me that, and I watched it because I watch y'all send in video suggestions, and I watch them. And I'm remembering, and all I just seen was just like fat and nasty ass and stuff like that. And I don't remember her nails. Ladies, if your body's not right, most of the time you're wasting your time with other crap. And if it is right, then it's just an add-on. Like it's just an add-on to what we already like. You know, it's sprinkles. You don't really just taste the sprinkles on a cupcake. You don't taste sprinkles on a cupcake, but they're there and you like it. That is what nails and stuff is. It's like, okay, it's pretty, but the icing on the cake. And there's nothing like a good chocolate cake with yellow innards. And yeah, when you're a kid, you want the sprinkles. You want the sprinkles and the candle and stuff like that, but don't get it twisted. That body is the cake and the frosting.
Secondly, I am good at doing my nails, but currently I'm still serving as well at a restaurant, so I'm using my hands a lot. And I just find that if I don't have my nails done, like bio gel nails, like they get chipped very easily and this that. So it kind of depends on the work that you're doing as well.
She's serving at a restaurant. Fellas, you don't have a chance. You don't have a chance. And I'm talking to you young dudes. I'm talking to you dudes that are her age. You don't have a chance to win her attention economically. You don't. She is a waitress. What does that mean? It means that the bulk of her income is going to be to tips. Is going to come from tips. And people are going to tip her. Her entire existence is tips. I appreciate y'all tipping me. Appreciate that. JC the Conqueror. Appreciate it. It says red bones for the wins. I appreciate that. But her existence comes from tips. And it's very difficult. And this is why I feel for brothers. I actually was in a situation. I worked at Burger King and chicks were able to get more lucrative jobs a lot quicker because there's no tips at Burger King and it's still minimum wage. However, they get if they're pretty, and I like pretty girls, but they can get a job like at the bank, for example, watching my bank account at 35 cents, and I can't afford a roll of quarters. Like they could get jobs like that, being the same age, that I wasn't necessarily privy to. Another job that paid more than minimum wage was babysitter and caregiver. These are jobs. These are jobs that like 18, 19, 18 to 24-year-old girls get while you are still in trade school, you know, working on that, or you're in, you know, you're working on getting your first promotion and stuff. They are already living that tip money, and they are developing a mindset of if I see it, I just buy it. If I see it, I likes it and I wants it. Now, we going to buy this the easy way or we going to buy this the hard way? They are developing that lifestyle, that mindset at a young age. It's very difficult to compete economically. And I feel for you young dudes who every now and again, even though they know the situation is gender imbalance when you're very young. I know collectively men make more than women, and black men make more than black women. I know that that's true. However, that does not count when you're young. When you're young, every now and again they might pull their dick out and call you a broke ass nigga.
well. So this is why I do my, like, sort of, I get my nails done, but I do my toes at home. So you can totally, and this is, and I mean, like, seriously, make this a whole night. Like, don't just be like, oh, I'm gonna quickly like do my toes here and there. Like, I'm telling you, like, make a night out of it. Like, spend a Sunday night, like a whole pamper night where you're setting out some time in your night. You're gonna be playing some sensual music or whatever you want to listen to, a podcast, like whatever you're doing while you're doing this, and go to Shoppers or like go to your local like beauty supply store and get your favorite color, and get a few things. Like, it doesn't have to be expensive, like a nail file and like all the little things and gadgets that you need in order to like do this at home. Also, think another good tip, if you really like struggle with doing your own nails and your toes, Choice, I believe. I don't know. Anyways, and she had really good videos on like how to do like stuff from Amazon, which don't cost a lot of money. And
All right. Enough of that. Like I said, I didn't see the whole thing. And I seen her, and I seen like 2 minutes of this, and she was talking about spending and spirits and energies, and I was like, this is some crazy crap. So I want to share that to you. Now she's talking about different, toe medicines and stuff like that. I don't have time for that. So what I will do is I will go back to my sheet. But before I do that, I want to address something in the chat room. Okay, it says they're only going soft girl for white men. No. All right. K-Dot, fellas, brothers. Stop with this whole... What can I say this? And salute to Edward. I kind of noticed it from him initially. Not saying that he's suffering from this, but I'm not saying that you are either, K-Dot. We as brothers have got to stop being intimidated by feminine women. I repeat, we as brothers got to stop being intimidated by feminine Black women. We have got to stop it. We've got to stop it. We're not used to it, and we assume that they're doing it because they're swirling or something. Most of them aren't doing it because they're swirling or anything like that. Most of them are doing it because that's who they are, the ones who are doing it, And if she's Black, chances are she prefers a Black man. But make no mistake. Make no mistake, a feminine woman will go with a dude who offers the one thing brothers do not reputedly offer. We do not reputedly offer this, and this is why the white boys win with the feminine chicks, the more feminine chicks, because they reputedly offer the thing that we don't, and that thing is not money. It's commitment. White dudes are reputedly more committed than Black dudes. Now, there's a number of reasons why that happens. I mean, for one, at the same time, we was making TV shows or movies like, Shaft, Dolomite, Superfly, and all that stuff. We was making songs like Player, Player, Play On. They was making stuff like what's it called? The Brady Bunch. That dude was committed, right? Like they always they make movies like rom-coms. We make movies like Boomerang. We make movies like Love Jones. How to Be a Player. So yeah, they are reputedly, whether that reputation is true or not, they are reputedly more likely to give a feminine woman what she wants, and that is marriage. They have that reputation. And we're not used to that. And that's why we try to we try to overwhelm them with stuff that the ratchet chicks like, that the less than feminine women like. We try to overwhelm them with that. We try to overwhelm them with big penis, even though you don't have control over that. We try to overwhelm them with stuff like that. We try to overwhelm them with shiny stuff. We try to overwhelm them with being more handsome than she is pretty, with being more fit than she is. We try to outdo them in that way because that is what non-feminine women look for in a man. So then when we see somebody who looks more feminine, right? And we see her with a dude that is less handsome than she is pretty, and he is less adept in the ways that we were taught to attract a non-feminine woman, then we get confused and we think that it's a race thing. And that's the same way that the swirlers think. We think that it's a race thing. It's not. It's a commitment thing. I can't stress that enough. It's a commitment thing. You will do, ladies, back me up. Back me up. If a man offers you commitment, does it wouldn't you take like a few hits on looks? Isn't it worth it to just have, God damn it, hold on, I'll be right back. Talk about it in the chat room. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, so when you see a black girl and you're asking like, and she's with a Brad dude, like a basic Brad. Now, some of them are swirling and some of them do like ridiculous crap. But, and you say like, oh, what he got that this, like, say you see a black chick and she's like a model. She's just like model sexy, right? And she's with like a regular white dude. And you're like, why isn't she with Tyson Bedford? And it's like, it's obvious. It's obvious. Tyson Bedford will not be committed. She's not with a white Abercrombie and Fitch model either. Now, that being stated, I can't stress this enough, too. It's reputed. They are reputedly less likely to cheat or whatever. That is their reputation. That is a carefully crafted reputation that they have. That is not the actuality. And people like Fancy from the what's that called? From the Jamie Foxx show, they are starting to realize that people like Tamara Mallory or whichever one is with the white dude, they're starting to realize like, oh, that's just a reputation. Because they never promote the player white dude on TV, it doesn't really mean that they don't exist. And they find out later in life like, oh, crap, you lied to me. But no, they have the same desires that all other men have. They're just not stupid in the sense that this is where I got to talk about you brothers. Don't be stupid. And I hate to have to say that to you, but don't be stupid. Don't stop trying to announce your playerness. What do you think you're going to get from that? What do you think you're going to get from announcing your intention to womanize two women? What has that gotten us? Brothers, what has that gotten us? I've been seeing this all my life. What has that gotten us collectively? It's gotten us the women that we have now. Like, just because you're a player, everybody wants to be a player. Don't announce it. You're stupid. But brothers, just do better. And to you niggas, you're stupid. Brothers are stupid, but niggas are particularly stupid because stop announcing your shit. Stop broadcasting your shit. Niggas stop. What was it on Minister Society? You commit murder and then you show everybody your tape. You're stupid. You do stuff for street credibility when there's a certain stealth involved in stuff. There's a certain stealth involved. What has this player culture gotten us? And listen, I'm not saying don't be a player. Don't announce it, you stupid. All right, so that's my tirade on that. Let me go to my notes. All right. How long? Okay, here's the thing. This is just an announcement. And I hope you're still there because this is your question, Jackie. I hope you're still there. What the soft lifestyle is a self-snitching. And this is you're stupid to the black women. Why? Because you're self-snitching. You see, other women don't just say, I'm going to live a soft life. They just live it. They just live it because they're not stupid. And they've been living it their whole life. They're not announcing to everybody, yeah, this is how I'm going to live. I'm going to be, because you're announcing that you're announcing that this is something that you're doing, that you woke up yesterday and decided to be soft. That's like me just saying, hey, I'm about to start living a thug life. I'm about to start living a thug life. You know how stupid that would sound? That's how y'all sound. It's stupid. I woke up like this. I'm soft. What the hell? Why would you announce something like that? You announced that you just now figured out the stuff that all the other women have been doing? Just last night, I was going to somebody's apartment building, right? And it was behind a gate. And I pressed the buttons that she gave me, and it didn't activate. And then out of nowhere, didn't even see her approach, in the real in the side mirror was a white woman. Now it's summertime here in Cali. It's about to be fall, but it's summertime. And she was dressing like it's summertime. And I was like, oh shit. Like I had to do a double take. She just came out of nowhere and she was like, is everything okay? So she wasn't, and that's because I am square. I don't do the thug life thing. She didn't have any problems with me getting into her building. She didn't have problems with that. So she just typed in her code in a very nice, soft life girl way. She typed in my info, or her info, to open the gate. And she was like, there you go. And then she went back to her car. She came up behind me. Oh, and she had like the booty shorts, but on white girls it's just called shorts. No, I'm kidding. No, she was nice there, but she was an attractive woman. About as attractive as this light-skinned chick. And she did the soft girl life. Now, did she do it because she wanted to suck my dick? The answer to that is no, or else I'll be telling you the story about how she sucked my dick. Did she do it because she wanted money from me? The answer to that is no, and that, or else I'll be telling a different story. She did it because that is what she is. That is not what she does when she wants something. That's not something she didn't code switch. See, that's the thing. That's the thing, Jackie. This is a new type of code switching. They found a different switch to switch. Now, one of two things are going to happen, and this is why it's going to be a forever thing, because they're always going to resort to code switching when they find it advantageous to do so. That's just part of being ratchet. That's just part of being an unfeminine woman. You're constantly in a deceit. This is just something new that they discovered. And it's not really new. It's just that it's been reactivated. It's been reactivated because the other way isn't working. And I'm going to explain why that isn't working on another video. Now, the other way isn't working. So they're going to do this for a while, but for some, it will turn into a way of life. It will turn into where Black women collectively will, or at least for that particular collective of Black women, they will start doing soft girl stuff regularly. Now, this to the second question. Market correct for Black women. Yes. Who was that said that? Who was that? Shout yourself out if you had, for asking this question. Oh, actually, it was a super chat, so I should remember. Let's see. Oh, MGTOW Universe. MGTOW Universe. Shout yourself out. So, yeah. Now, to MGTOW Universe, market correction for the image of Black women. Yes, this is an unsuccessful attempt to do it. This is an unsuccessful attempt to market correct. Because, and this is why it's unsuccessful, it's what you do. It's not what you say. I repeat, it's what you do. It is not what you say. It is very difficult to market correct something. And it takes a long, long, long time of doing something in order to undo it. For example, right? Everybody know I'm in my early 40s. The reputation of the correlation, I should say, that is in people's mind between cops and donuts is strongly imprinted into the psyche of Americans. There was a time, like back in the 80s and stuff, there was a time when you think of donuts, you think of cops. You think of cops, you think of donuts. Those things were tightly coupled. That reputation was tightly coupled. Now, cops did not change that reputation by any other means but not eating donuts. I don't know when was the last, I don't even know if I ever seen in real life a cop. I have a family member that's a cop, so I have seen them eat donuts, but a cop in uniform eating a donut. I've seen it on Friday After Next. You see it on TV. I don't think I've seen in real life a cop eating a donut. I do not know if I've ever seen that. However, I do know that the stigma exists and it has existed for at least 40 years. But what they didn't do is they didn't try to change the reputation by saying, cops don't eat donuts. They didn't say cops don't eat donuts, and they didn't try to, okay, I'm going to keep saying it hoping that people will lose the association between cops and donuts. No, they stopped eating donuts. This is an attempt to market. This is an attempt to market. Why? Because they're saying it. If they were actually doing it, then it would be an effective marketing strategy. You see, you got to live that life. And I'm not talking about just when Idris Elba is in the room, you turn on your soft girl. You turn on your soft girl voice. When Idris Elba is in the room, when Michael B. Jordan is, when the rich man wants you bad. You don't do it then. No, it is something that you have got to live all the freaking time. You have got to be about that in order to change the image of Black women that y'all have been dragging through the mud for decades now. Y'all have been doing this a lot longer than cops discovered donuts. That's for damn sure. And that shit still lingers in the psyche of people who wasn't even born the last time a cop ate a donut in uniform. So y'all got some work to do on y'all reputation. And if y'all think that by code switching, when the big dick walk in the room is going to help, you are grossly mistaken. You are grossly mistaken. Do you know how fucked up y'all are reputedly? Do you, like, stop and think about, I'm gonna tell y'all how confused I was dealing with non-Black women, right? Because the difference in softness and hardness is so apparent. So I went through a period of time in college, right? Because I grew up in Oakland, which at the time, and it probably still is, was majority Black. And the girls that I messed with was overwhelmingly majority Black. And even if they weren't Black, they were highly influenced by Black culture. They were Pacific Islanders, and they moved to the neighborhood. And the first culture that imprinted on them was Black culture. They learned English from dealing primarily with Black people. So, and same with Mexicans. So they were still like that. They were still that type. And then in college, I was away from that influence. And I'll never forget, I showed up like 10 minutes late to a physics class, right? And sat behind this Asian girl. And she was on like her second page of notes. And she was like, here, you could copy the first page of my notes. And I was like, all right, bet. Greatly appreciate it, right? And she was Oriental. And I was like, thanks, but I was like, thanks, but no thanks. So then I'm gonna miss what the professor is currently saying, right? So she was like, okay, well, if you want, after class, we can go to the copy machine and I'll make a copy of it for you. She was adamant about me getting those notes for the first 10 minutes of class that I missed. And I couldn't help but thinking that she wanted to fuck. And that's how screwed up my mindset was. Okay, spoiler alert, she didn't want to fuck. She was just being nice. But see, that is the point. The point is that the only time Black women and adjacent women, like the ones I was talking about, the ones that was raised in the primary Black community, the only time they're that nice is when they want to fuck. It took me a while to realize that, no, they're just like this. Just because they're nice doesn't mean they want to fuck. That, ladies, Black women, until you get like that, your reputation is going to be shit. Period. And it is sad to say, you being nice when y'all were already doing that. Y'all were already being nice when you want to fuck or when you want something from the guy. Y'all were already doing that, and y'all still got this effed up reputation. The reputation that is developed with the people you don't want to fuck. So they could go home with a pleasant story to tell years later. So that is how you rebuild the reputation. These women still haven't realized that. These soft black girl things, they still haven't realized that. What you think you think that y'all don't turn on your sweet voices when you want to fuck? You think that's new? Y'all been doing that forever. We know that the way that you talk to Lil Wayne, a broke Lil Wayne, isn't the same way that you talk to Boris Kojo. We know that. You think you're doing something new? You just put a name to it. If you truly want to market yourself properly, you have got to go all the way. You got to go all the way with it. You got to be nice all the time. Walking around me mugging with a resting bitch face, thinking that that's going to help the reputation because you cheese it up when a big dick walk in the room. That is not going to help your reputation. Because guess what? To the chicks that aren't attracted to Boris Kojo, he's still going to remember the all the ones that aren't attracted to him walking around with a fucked up disposition. You got to be nice all the time. That is your competition. That is what you have to realize is out there. That is what's out there. Man. And to you fellas that still are in black neighborhoods, shout out to you. Don't get confused. Don't think that these chicks just want to fuck. I mean, listen, they may or may not want to fuck, but don't assume that that's why they're nice. They're nice because they're nice. They don't need a reason to be nice. They just that way. They've been living this soft girl life since they've been like, Daddy, can I have some licorice? They have been doing it since then. Daddy, when you make the birthday cake, can I lick the extra frosting out the cup? They have been doing it since then. And what manifests itself now is the chick at work that say, hey, I'm about to go to the break room, GameChanger. You want anything? And we're like, excuse me? I'm going to the break room. Do you want anything? Like, oh yeah, shit. I want some Fig Newtons. You're just going to go get yourself a bottle of water, and then the Fig Newtons is next to the bottle of water, and you're going to grab those and bring it to me, and I don't have to be more handsome than you are pretty, and I don't have to, give you my precious penis. Like, you're just gonna do this for free. You're just being nice. This is what nice feels like, and you don't want anything in return. Or what's something is up. Something is up. Oh, I know what it is. You're gonna scoop my brain out. You're gonna scoop my brain out. That's what it is. You are going to sunken place me. You're going to sunken place me. That is what this is. There's got to be an agenda behind this. So what they call a movement, other people call being a decent fucking human being. Now, I call it a soft girl movement because it sounds better, but really it's just a decent fucking human being movement. And by the way, soft is implied in girl. So the fact that you have to be told really shows that this is how far behind you are. But stop talking about it and be about it. Stop making memes about it and stop making videos about it and just do it. Just do it. God damn it. And another thing, brothers that travel for the sake of women, and make no mistake, fellas, feel no shame. Feel no shame. If you travel because you want a better selection of women, that is, stop saying that I'm going because I want to see the big Jesus. Yeah, you want to see the big Jesus and you want to see the beautiful women that surrounds the big Jesus. All right. I'm talking about Brazil. And there's one in Dominican too. You don't have to make excuses. Pretty women is a perfectly reasonable reason to travel somewhere. Fuck what y'all say. Say that shit proud. Proudly. The custom agents say, so what's your reason for visiting what's your reason for visiting Colombia? Beautiful women. Like yourself. Oh, okay. So I'll put you under personal and then be on your way. You owe no excuses. But I will say this. It's not just beautiful women. It's beautiful women being polite. A girl hit you hard, calm down, man. This is just the way I talk. The hell is wrong with you? The who hurt you dudes? Really? Really? You think I'm going to go with that? You think that I want to go with that? It's not a matter of that. It's not a matter of being hit. And do you mean physical hit? What the hell is wrong with you? That's just the way I talk. I'm a passionate human being. It's part of my cadence. It's part of my shtick. Anyway, lost my train of thought. Beautiful women. The general company of beautiful, pleasant, polite, soft women is a thing worth traveling for, sex or otherwise. Sex or otherwise, it is it is there, because yes, granted, though it is rarer, you can have sex with a beautiful woman in the U.S. You can. However, general femininity that happens on a day-to-day basis is something that is exclusive to certain cultures. And unfortunately, for us black men, it is not ours. Meaning that if you are a man with a beautiful wife, girlfriend, etc., 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 you still have to leave and enter into a society of shitty bitches. Shitty bitches. And I'm not talking about, and this isn't just an ugly nigga problem either. This is not limited to ugly niggas. I know what y'all thinking, like, oh no, Boris Kojo, I know that they treat him like bullshit. Bullshit. If you are this Boris Kojo type dude, or no, let's leave Boris Kojo out of it because he grew up in Germany and he's rich. So he's not really associated with that type of community. Let's take Jeremy Meeks, right? Jeremy Meeks from Stockton, California, right? My grandparents used to live in Stockton. I've been there. I used to go there regularly. Jeremy Meeks from Stockton, California, who went viral because of his prison picture, light-skinned pretty dude. And they treated him like shit. They treated him like shit, and his first wife looked like shit. He didn't even know he was handsome. He was with some fat-ass, ugly white bitch. Why? Because that is the circumstances in the community he was brought up in. He was taught to eat that shit. He was trained to it. And yes, he did get treated like shit in spite of his looks. How do I know? Because if you ever go somewhere with a white chick anywhere and a light-skinned chick in the South. I did go on a date with a light-skinned chick in the South, and you do get weird-ass looks from the black women and weird-ass treatment. It's constant shit treatment. And it's unescapable. And what they want to do is ruin the experience of pretty women for you. That is what they want to do. They want you to feel guilty. They want you to feel guilty for wanting pretty women. And I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it. Because I don't just get it from women. I get it from dudes. There's dudes on here right now, oh, you sleep with women who are dumb and attractive? Yes, you are damn right. I like beautiful women. Beauty is more important. Booty is more important than water. Beauty is more important than intelligence. Fuck y'all talking about? I'm sick of this shit. Black men and black women alike. Y'all try to guilt somebody for liking pretty, like we did something wrong. Like we spit on an ugly baby or something like that. So in addition to having a far greater probability of linking up with a beautiful cooperative woman, you also are linking yourself to a society that embraces the union. Where you're with a pretty woman and then a pretty waitress comes along and she is pleasant to you. It's the society that they created. And by they, I mean everybody else but us. It's a society thing. That is part of the experience. See, that is general pleasant personality. And that is why brothers leave. So this went a lot longer than I expected. And a spider jumped on me about 30 minutes ago. A spider jumped on me. I killed it. But I still have like that itchy skin feeling because the spider was on me. And I don't like it. So I'm about to close down. Let me check for the Cash Apps. Let me shout no Cash Apps, but I'm gonna shout out the ones that sent it to me last time because my phone was off. So let me shout them out. Let me just bring that up. Clock button. Freedman's Journal, salute to you. Mean Run Enterprises, because it's a company. I'll say the whole thing. Salute to you, brother. Thanks a lot for the $20. Thanks a lot for the 5 free Miss Journal. Appreciate you. All right. So with that, I want to thank the. Oh wait, did I miss one? Actually, I think I did. Yeah, my bad. All right, hold on. I'm so messed up mentally. I refuse to trust or believe anything a black woman says. And you see here, and yeah, I know it's going to end. But with that said, actually, I'll put the link out there. If people like Sub-Sahara apparently lives in a place that's north of Sahara. But if y'all want to come up and y'all got shit to say, then go ahead and say it. But see, here's the thing. Lord Loversmith has a point here. That is the extent that black women have ruined their reputation. And I'm talking about the older ones. I'm talking about the Gen X and older ones, the Gen X and boomers. What they did was they took the good reputation of the traditionals, a big mama, the one that could cook, clean, and turn a blind eye to your second family. They took that generation, they took the good reputation of that generation and squandered the hell out of it. To the point now where a lot of these young girls, a lot of these, millennials, zillennials and stuff, they were born into a shitty relationship. Or excuse me, they were born into a shitty reputation. To the point now it says like, you can't trust or believe, but the key word, love, our Lord, is the key word that you said in your super chat is says. You can't trust anything they say. See, black women, y'all need to stop saying shit and y'all need to start doing shit. I don't want to hear your damn talk. I don't want to hear your talk. Suck my dick. You see, back in the day, we had something called phone sex operators, right? And we had phone sex lines. And so they started with like 976. I dialed the 976 number once when I was a kid. I snuck it, and I wasn't dialing sex. I was dialing for the Easter Bunny. But basically, 976 will link you to something that charges by the minute. And then they had like sex operators who charged by the minute to talk about sex to you. And that never appealed to me. Neither does phone sex with women that I haven't had real sex with. I'm not a sexter. I'm not a phone sex like, and I had a girl who went to university in Utah who liked to do that because I was still in Cali and she went to a different school. She went to an out-of-state school. So that's never been my thing. And the reason why is because, listen, it's not, are you gonna fuck me or not? Are you gonna, are you suck my dick? What are you doing? My dick is not sucked. You're talking about sucking my dick. Suck it. Suck it. Suck it. What the hell is wrong with? So, why did I bring that up? If you're going to become a soft girl, then just become a soft girl. Don't talk about it. Just do it. Just do it for Christ's sakes. Just do it. What are you, a 976, bitch? Just do it. Is this OnlyFans? Just do it. That's why I don't do OnlyFans. Which really, as I understand it, like the visual version of the 976 numbers. Just what do you do? Why are you just do it? Stop talking about it and just do. Oh, soft black girls. Stop saying stuff and do it. All right. What is sub-Sahara? I don't understand. I don't know what you mean. So he said something that I need help understanding. Hold on. We got to accent out this world and shit. But let's see. Who is the right woman to go out? Well, if you're asking, who is the right woman to go out? Okay, I think okay. Who's the right woman to go out with? Good question. Good question. The right woman to go out with is not a easy answer, because when you have something, and if she's messing with you, you have something that she wants, even if it's just basic sex. But most women want time, attention, resources, etc., etc., etc. Nevertheless, if she's going out with you, she does want something. Now, if you're asking how to avoid pitfalls, there isn't a clear answer. And that is because just like you are good at whatever your job is, their job and what they've been lifelong training to do was manipulate you, sometimes in a good way, but in many times in a bad way. And what I mean by in a good way, they they take a player and then they turn them into a lawnmower dad, that that takes pictures on prom day and shit like that, so that's something different, because it's probably because family is in your own best interest, is in both of your best interests. What you want to do, the only real true indication of something like this, the chick that's faking it, versus the chicks who are not faking it, the only true way to separate the two is time. It's time. Time is the only way you can tell the real from the fake. Very few chicks who are switching the switch, who are switching switches, can do so for a long period of time. The ratchet almost always comes out. That's why when you hear these Brittany Renner type stories, they're always the relationships are always short. Like, yeah, I was with her for 3 months and then she was pregnant and then I asked her to marry me. They're always short relationships. Time, and it sucks for the women who don't have much time as far as fertility windows and stuff goes. But that's the only way we have to safeguard ourselves. To the ones that don't have much time, hey, sign everything. Sign everything. If you want a man to feel comfortable with you and you are of an age to where, he's going to put you through the test of time, you could just say, listen, I don't have time for you to wait to vet me and go through this extended vetting process because of the legal system here in America. However, what I will do is sign everything. I will sign a blowjob requirement or blowjob minimum requirement slip. I will sign a sex on demand form. I will sign a will not ask for child support ever form. I'll sign a cooking form. Basically, just sign everything. Just sign the hell out of everything. That's the only way out for you older, still hot women. Thank the Cash App Super Chats, managers, moderators, listen silently, and participate in the chat. This is GameChanger 00100. Game over. Peace.